What can Tottenham Hotspur achieve this season and for the next few seasons under Antonio Conte? Hello there and welcome to What the Football, back again with the end of the video and a reaction to Tottenham Hotspur's victory against Everton. Not a great game, but it's Tottenham Hotspur versus Everton. What do you expect? Two teams that kind of like to play in the counter-attack, although one team has a lot more quality than the other. So one team likes to play in the counter-attack and the other one really has no choice in the matter. Before I carry on, can you please like the video and subscribe to the channel? I would really appreciate it and getting a few more subscribers in the last few days. I think I did that Leicester City video that I did. Maybe negativity is the way forward for this channel, I don't know. But a bit more positive today because Tottenham Hotspur have got a win, and the question I want to ask Tottenham fans is, what can you achieve with this manager? Is he the best manager Tottenham have ever had? Well, obviously Bill Nicholson is. Let's be totally frank. Bill Nicholson's the best manager that you guys have ever had, Tottenham fans. But in terms of at his absolute peak, his standing in football and what he can achieve currently, I think Antonio Conte is the best manager that you could possibly have. I do. And all these murmurs about, oh, he doesn't play an attractive style of football, or the Tottenham way, Conte and the Tottenham way just don't work. Bull. Absolute bull. Because the Tottenham Hotspur way has been underachievement and no trophies for the last 30, 40 years or whatever it is. Tottenham Hotspur were a cup side in the 80s, won a few FA Cups. Since the Premier League, what have they done? Finished second under Poch once, not twice. Arsenal finished second that year. They've won a couple of League Cups under managers which, let's face it, aren't really popular with the football club. George Graham's not loved by Tottenham fans simply because of his Arsenal allegiance. One day Ramos was there for what, a year? He left. It really does not make a difference whatsoever. The Tottenham Hotspur way is a myth. It simply is a myth. Yes, he play nice, attractive football, but it's not Ajax. It's not Barcelona. Because Ajax and Barcelona have a style of play which has suited them for so many years. And you know why? Because it's brought them success. Simple as. That's not to all Tottenham fans, by the way. I know there's a lot of Tottenham fans that actually really admire what Antonio Conte is trying to do for the football club. He's trying to bring quality. Kane, Kulusevski and Son is a very good forward line. Add Richarlison to the mix. It is very good. You got backup, you got cover, you got rotation. Brilliant. Yves Bissouma in midfield, I thought today was very good and played like an Antonio Conte player today. Heart, desire, passion. He's a very good player, Bissouma. He's a player that I would have really liked at Manchester United. I think Liverpool missed a trick not getting him in the summer. I think what their midfield lacks is energy and bite and somebody to cover Trent, and I think Bissouma is that type of player. So, in regards to if it's working on Antonio Conte at the moment, well, they're in the top four. You're currently top of your group in the Champions League, which, let's face it, isn't the hardest group to get out of. And Tottenham are just barely making it out of there, but they're making it out of there. If there's one slight con with Antonio Conte in terms of what he's achieved in the past, it's not the fact that he hasn't stayed at football clubs for too long, because he's always been successful with those football clubs. It's his European record. His European record is absolutely atrocious. But at the same time, so too is Tottenham Hotspur. So, you know, if those two met on Tinder, it would be a match. What can they achieve this season? I think top four, obviously, bare minimum, absolute bare minimum. But the question I want to ask Tottenham fans is, two questions really. The first question I've kind of alluded to previously in the video. Would you swap the style of play for success, or the success for style of play? What would you rather have, Tottenham fans? Would you rather have a style of play which is in line to the legends of the past, Hoddle, Waddle, Gascoigne, etc.? Would you rather have that entertainment factor, or would you rather have trophies? If you were given the choice between one and the other, what would you rather have? And the second question that I want to ask is, would you sacrifice top four this season for a trophy? Basically trophy related. Because I think that's one thing Tottenham Hotspur, despite their wonderful football over the last few years under Poch, playing Kane, Son, Ali, Eriksen, very solid backline, one of the most exciting teams that I've ever seen in the Premiership. And yet, what did he achieve? Absolutely nothing. Got to a Champions League final. Probably the worst Champions League final in history as well. And got to the Champions League final, by the way, by basically being in front of the knockout stages for what, 15 minutes combined or whatever it was. It wasn't the most flattering of Champions League runs. It wasn't the most flattering of Champions League results to get into the final. But you got to a final. Brilliant. Didn't win it. Didn't win it. I admired Jurgen Klopp in that final because Jurgen Klopp sacrificed the rock and roll football for just winning the game. Something that Jurgen Klopp had been criticised for in the past was playing too attacking the brand of football to the point where it actually leaves his defence wide open. Happened this season, to be fair. It's happening this season. But I think in that game, he got his game management absolutely bang on. A dodgy handball in the first minute didn't help, but, you know, what could you do? There's still 89 minutes of the game left. Tottenham could have got back into it, and they didn't. And I think Alisson got man of the match that day of Van Dijk, which means that Tottenham must have attacked a bit. Believe me, it was not that good. It was not that good. I think they tried to play football that day, but didn't. I think their game management was wrong. And I think the game management from Tottenham Hotspur has been wrong for many, many years. But they might have got it right. They might have finally got it right with this manager. I do believe this manager is top draw. I do actually believe, and Arsenal fans, if you're watching this, if you don't believe me, put it in the comments. But I do think that they're the nearest challenges to Manchester City, which, when I say nearest challenges, it's probably about 20 points. But there we go. Yeah, little reaction to the Tottenham Hotspur video, Tottenham Hotspur results, not the video. You guys do the reactions for the video. Please put a like on the video and please subscribe to the channel if you like the video. And I've got plenty more videos as well. I've got one on Graham Potter, why I think he will be a success eventually at Chelsea. A lot of positive videos at the moment, and one about Brendan Rodgers' time at Leicester City. Really not that positive. That one's just there. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Remember, like, subscribe. Have a great weekend. I'm going to. Goodbye.